Hi folks, in this video we're going to talk about adding a new client to ECAST 2.0. So let's go back into the application, and first we need to search for somebody. So let's look for an Ashley. We'll just start the name search. That's going to cycle for just a minute because we are in the testing and training environment, and everybody in here is either named Janie or Jane. Again, we are in a de-identified, non-PHI setting. And I've come up with nothing here, so the new client button's added. Let's click into this and take a look. So the idea of the new client section was to make data entry a little smoother for everybody. And you'll notice it looks pretty well similar to the previous version of ECAST. So in adding a new client, you'll have all the client information above. In the race section, you do have to use the mouse in order to select the individual. Once you've completed all the pertinent information, and these little widgets work in a way in which if you click on them, they shift from no TS, so legal presence is done in that way. And also a very special feature, once you're done entering all the client information that looks like the profile in ECAST that we're familiar with, you can click what's going to sit there as later, click now, and you can then start to enter a screening immediately. That's a very important note about ECAST 2.0 is that we're no longer going to be asking you to data enter cycles. We're only going to ask you to enter screenings, and they're either going to be screening and diagnostic or they're going to be short-term follow-up. So all that cycle information that we used to ask you to enter, we now do on the back end automatically on your behalf. So you can add a screening from your initial profile data entry piece, and that's the regular name, date of birth, usual stuff that we ask for demographically, all the stuff that's required in the WWC forms. But the new real special feature on the new client add is right down here, where you can click from later to now, and you can add a screening immediately by clicking add after filling in all the medical history information depending on what screening you pick and what date you pick for an actual screening to be entered. So that's the new client data entry. We're going to go back to the home page. I think next we'll be talking about how to add a screening to that new client.